losing my mind. Hi, hello, so I'm home now. You just saw me go on an adventure. I was trying to find Dance of Thieves, which I'm reading on my Kindle right now and I'm loving it and the writing's so beautiful, so I wanted to get a book that I could like annotate and write down. I'll eventually get a physical copy, but I went to Greenlight bookstore, which is a really cute bookstore. It's one of my favorites, and they didn't have it, so then I went to McNally bookstore, which is not too far from there, and they didn't have it, and then I went to Target and they had it, but they had one copy left and it was slightly ripped and I was like, crap, I can't take it. So that's a little unfortunate, but I still had a lot of fun. I walked a lot. It was just nice to do something and get out of the house. Hi, hello. It is currently like 11:40. I'm about to leave soon to go meet up with a friend. We're getting lunch downtown, but I wanted to take you along on my little day of adventures. I kind of had a slow morning. I've been productive. I edited the podcast episode I'm working on. I'm almost done with that. Edited a YouTube video and read a lot. So it's been a very nice morning, but I'm very excited to get outside. It is beautiful out and I'm excited to see my friend and go on a little adventure. So yeah, come along. I'm gonna be responsible and put on sunscreen. Wow. Today while out with a friend, and I've got Dance of Thieves and Vow of Thieves, and I'm so happy. There were like 2 copies of each left on the shelves, and it's my first time going to Barnes & Noble in the city, and it was really fun, and I'm gonna be in that same little area next weekend, so I'm probably gonna pop in again. But I am like a third of the way through Dance of Thieves right now, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm so glad I got a physical copy because I feel like I can read it quicker, and also like the writing is so beautiful that I always want to be like, I'm always like highlighting things on my Kindle, so I'm really glad I got it physically because now I can like annotate it, and I want to go back to like where I was reading digitally and write in and like highlight what I like really liked, because there are just so many beautiful sentences. But I'm really loving this book. I love the character development. I love the relationship that's forming. I love the intrigue and just kind of like, I like the family dynamics. Like, I've never read a fantasy book other than Dune really that like went this deep into like family dynamics, and I feel like in family power structures and stuff, and I think it's really cool. Also, these covers are just absolutely beautiful, and I'm so glad I got them both, because then I don't have to like be frantically running to find the other one when I finish them. I've definitely been reading slower since I moved, just because classes are so like taking up so much of my time, and like sometimes I just don't have the headspace after a long day to read. But this book has really grasped my attention, so I'm going to read a little bit more now. I'm on page 166. I'm going to a friend's apartment later tonight in a couple hours, so I'm going to read for a bit and then cook dinner and have a fun night, and yeah. Just finished Dance of Thieves. Oh god. Oh, the ending. The last chapter, where it's just like 2 pages. Very big cliffhanger. I'm a little confused. I don't really know what's gonna happen. But I do have the second book, so I'm gonna start reading that today. But I filmed like the reaction of me reading the last 10 pages. I literally like started filming after the biggest reaction, but so amazing. I really loved this book. I've never read something that had like such intense family dynamics like this in a fantasy book. Like the closest thing I could like compare it to is Dune, but like Dune there isn't like a warm family, it's like very political, which it is in this book, but in a different way. And I just really loved the family structure and just the plot of this book, and I also loved like the relationship between like Kazi, Ren, and oh my god, how do I pronounce her name? Sonobe? Yeah. Kazi, Ren, and Sonobe. Like, it's just such a beautiful dynamic, and I just really loved this book. I highly recommend it if you haven't read it. I started reading it from my library like digitally, and then I loved it so much, and it's such beautiful writing. Like, I annotated so much of it, and I want to go back and annotate it again, like when I actually have like, I'm not like, oh obviously I'm always going to be like tied up in the plot and the story, but like where I've already read it before. And also like a lot of my annotations are on my Kindle because I was jumping back and forth, so I would love to go back and eventually like annotate all the beautiful sentences, because it's just so beautifully written. Like, I love it so much. So I do a Vow of Thieves. I think Vow of Thieves is like 50 pages shorter, so it's pretty cool. I'm not sure if this book, if it continues or if it's just a duology. I am curious about that, but they look so good together. Oh my gosh. But yeah, very, very good book. I'm so happy. I had like 20 pages left last night, but I was just so tired and I was like, I want to be present and like fully aware of the words like when I finish it, and I'm really glad I did that because the ending was intense in a good way. But yeah, it is 8-ish and I have the day off, but I have some plans and some work to get done, so I'm going to start my regular morning routine, meditate, do yoga, make breakfast, and have a good day. I'm literally 2 pages into Vow of Thieves. What happened? What happened? And I have like 10 minutes to read before I stream, and I'm losing my mind.